Data. Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying.
All right, so this is something that Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as a TPC said, when you see a politician trying to talk, ask the politician to bring data. Until we're going to present the data, and they beside Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has our questions. Now, part of that questions, and I believe, say, Vim lady got it all wrong. If I tell Yenti Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in this particular address or addressing Ghanaians and then to the whole world, then we are going to ask a fear poke of him lady say, Onya Jimmy, no, what's in the US now? Does she see the same thing on the soil of US? If I tell every video in Emra.
And I'm also happy to note, Your Majesty, that Ghana early next year will be introducing a credit scoring system for individuals. That credit scoring system, every individual will have a credit score. Right now, our credit scoring system does not exist. So everybody is seen as risky, and the interest rates are high. But we are going to move into individualized credit scoring. So if you don't pay your loan, you have low credit scores, isn't it? And if you go for a loan, you have a problem. But if you are diligent in repaying your loans, then your credit score will be high, and you are likely to get lower interest rates. You will have more discipline as a result. The Ghana card will also become this anchor for a credit system in Ghana. I visited a couple of car manufacturers in Accra, notably in Solar Taxi, and they manufacture cars, and they give the cars on credit to people. And the only information they need from those people is their Ghana card. You give them the Ghana card, they will give you a car. You work and pay over time. And I'm also happy to note, Your Majesty, that Ghana early next year will be introducing a credit scoring system for individuals. That credit scoring system, every individual will have a credit score. Right now, our credit scoring system does not exist. So everybody is seen as risky, and the interest rates are high. But we are going to move into individualized credit scoring. So if you don't pay your loan, you have low credit scores, isn't it? And if you go for a loan, you have a problem. But if you are diligent in repaying your loans, then your credit score will be high, and you are likely to get lower interest rates. You will have more discipline as a result. The Ghana card will also become this anchor for a credit system in Ghana. I visited a couple of car manufacturers in Accra, notably in Solar Taxi, and they manufacture cars, and they give the cars on credit to people. And the only information they need from those people is their Ghana card. You give them the Ghana card, they will give you a car. You work and pay over time.
All right, so these were the words of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. On the car manufacturing company, the only thing they need is your Ghana card. You get a Ghana card, they give you a car. Enti, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eko Asante Memu. Now, whilst meeting the clergy, Reverend Opambo ebisa a very simple question. If I tell you question.
Eradi ase. Yesho nyame anu nyam se eradi ya dom ne yehyiemu ha. Ayame de bebre se menim panifo adehye yewura president asofo panifo eradi nhira mo se yehyiemu ha. Eradi nhira obia. Na misra busa se Ghana card etimi me yenyaka ebetima me yenyaka free because cost o manimu a me menti ase me se me ma obia nso nu se Ghana card ebetimi de yenyaka free a cause bibie no e kire sa se betimi de yenyaka free o ma bia no wa ye cheka free wo enam be se me busa sa 7 na ewura president yi ano ma me misre na da Roma se ebetimi me anya ka free a na ma yemfa ya ho ntoso because yentimi nya na yeye sa nti sa na da asem no eno no ana biem ana misrawo ana biem arwade na meso ahyankom last year 30th July 2023 bibia ntimi nsisa onyankopon ti yewura domama esa bakonya no so biem arwade na ka kira me ana me kan ewiase atumfo biara awombane atumfo bia ntimi ntwam na bibia no obi yenso a ebetimate sa arwade adwen ewo ho arwade sha Ghana manyina na dia me pesa metia ne eye Ghana card na me tese etimi me nya car free etimi me menya Land Cruiser ye benya shape kratinam ye benya private jet no mesra mo aya no kra na se enya no kra munche.
All right, so this basic question ena Reverend Opambo Prophet 1 ebisa His Excellency John Dramani Mama ene entourage ko say open chiremu say Ghana card no krese kitawa utiminya car. Because this is a very simple thing because Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and I'm Ghana. All the problems in Ghana I was a Ghana card it me solve it. In fact, Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ma Ghana 40 as I say, he Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia prefers one Ghana card to 1,000 interchanges in the country. Yamenam Kayo, Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Kai. Say if you give him one Ghana card and then 1,000 interchanges he Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia will take the Ghana card because he believes the Ghana card will solve all the problems in the country. Reverend Opambo ekanse mu ya Vim Lady say on TV da. But you yenti Vim Lady.
Meantime, Prophet 1, you say Prophet 1 Kumasi no. He's also Opema Masempa. This we got the lady about the same. We Prophet 1 no know any shenanigans near the end. But I think that this issue about Ghana card, anybody who condemns Ghana card no, said you Brumanu said you said you why you know form. Because look, IP identification, that is what has made Europe near Broche. That insurance Ghana card should not even be a contentious issue. This is the
Epacho, what you assume Vim Lady kind? One tiny year, Epacho, let me just repeat it once again.
Meantime, Prophet 1, you say Prophet 1 Kumasi no. He's also Opema Masempa. This we got the lady about the same. We Prophet 1 no know any shenanigans near the end. But I think that this issue about Ghana card, anybody who condemns Ghana card no, said you Brumanu said you why you know form. Because look, IP identification, that is what has made Europe near Broche. That insurance Ghana card should not even be a contentious issue.
All right. Enti afia pokuya say, wow, beka se Ghana card. Enye na wadwen wo fom. Na eno ena ama Europe ni America nyina a develop. This is afia pokuya. Na me no kasa wata America. Watana Ghana nyi akọ school ho. Ena wa relocate to US. Ena wo kan kire Ghana fo nyina say, okwa America eye card ena ama America develop. Oba Europe eye card ena ama Europe develop. We know Kwame Nkrumah from say, look how stupid they are. And a cream custom you can say Jimmy. In fact, I see a don't see Jimmy and yet Papacho Inti. All right, school and Papa Jimmy, what Jimmy? This is the key word. And hey, we are say, and a fear pokuya can't chase a card any developers are mine. She should tell us just one country or see Europe son. America, only on chere say, he's America and as America side ben a card in a developing America. You know, when you fall into the system and you don't take your time to understand her, then you always make. I don't want to be using some words. When we are going to be making arguments in here, let me just pause there because on this particular platform, I don't insult. That is something I have vowed not to be doing. But you're winning. Afia pokuya Vim Lady and Chile Ghana for say Ghana card na di problem and a solve Ghana. Just one problem, just one. Ukita Ghana card Ghana a solve. Mahamudu Bawumia, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia catch last year say one Ghana card is better than 1,000 interchanges, meaning ukita Ghana card a better chain development e koso krumina. He and Afia pokuya should tell us just one project a better. Ghana card better I say no dey interchange in Ghana a better sin. And you could accident in ambulance in the Befana Yifio. I don't know why didn't they use Ghana card? And we are seeing a Krumenso and a card in a developer. You know, when you don't understand the whole system, you make some kind of argument. It doesn't actually make sense. Ghana card by itself is important. But a number now, also no, that is what is more important. And your card, no. So when you make mistake and you get confused about a lot of things, that is where and how you start to make suggestions or you start to speak in a particular way. I want to say, Oba Bruchira, card J and your force. If you know, card J, card and your force. When you have passport, it works the same way as card, no. Or driver's license, it works the same way as the card, no. And the acquisition of a national ID card and yet that important. And even assuming without admitting say a more important, the social security number also no, which is the Ghana number also no. That is more important. That is the reason why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say OC Accra Digital Center data never be ejuma. And your card no. And these people, when they mount platform, they start to speak as if say they have sense. Meanwhile, they are clueless about what is happening in the world. Onima de clock card in the year. Onim se card they get on the card. Oko bank, police initial not just driving license, whatever. They just use say a picture there also no. Any social security number, a one kasa energy, and your card no. That is what is important. So Obinima, sometimes that is what they've been doing. We yes, I'm mistaken. This we are here. Then people start to attack you and think and say you are a fool. But okay, it's what you baby at them. Carlo for what to say? Patience. And then the why are there? Then we secure we and that's it. Why are there? I'll come back to you later. And somebody should tell him, lady says she's rather no. I mean using the word very seriously. So Jimini because she doesn't even understand what is happening in the world. There is nowhere in the world that the card any developer, but rather we use intelligent people. To say John Dramani Mahama any did or develop a mind and your card need develop it. If you look at a card a social security number also no that is written on your card and then NBC data center or near link it to it. That is why when a police or you give your Ghana card to banks or you do everything with your Ghana card, your boss had data number now. It links to the data service in the C1. If you have you know all this US in fact card in the developing US. Which part of US in the card in the developing here? You know, when people get confused about all these kind of things, and then they present themselves to say, "You're my coach school, me a lawyer, me nyanza dabi suku and Papa Jimmy, what Jimmy, what Jimmy, suku and Papa Jimmy, what Jimmy, what Jimmy." You should be telling them all these kind of things. Yes, what Jimmy, because one nyanza, that is where and how I was starting making some and kwasia tembi. Now you are boastfully thinking, say, you are more reasonable. Say, wow, because a Ghana card and now arguing from. A few people won't argue from because you don't even know what is on the Ghana card. You think the card and the more important. And your Ghana and your Jimia, Kurumenso now card, they give you free card. Yes, tell me, Kurumenso. National ID card, Kurumenso the more free card. Instead of Ghana by being led by Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, our friend and what's the digitalization man. Obe implementing Ghana for be a major national ID number. National ID number. Nanka audo kwa print more A4 sheets. So that's how per card they go for loan and then come to give the card out to people for free. Onya boa obayesa. Biso mo muti UK, mo muti Germany, mo muti Finland. So why not a card for free? Abela untiaka. Uwa kwa jebo sena the best ejumano. Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan say, or the Indian company by say Ghana card, now come beji $50 million. Wo Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, oji advice free a fear pokuya ho, modi over 1.2 billion NAS ejumano. Kennedy Japan the kind. Why don't you if fear pokuya come back to attack Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia based on that? And then you think say everything is okay somewhere. Do support to Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. That is how you come to make silly arguments here. But your inti answer upon born in the ba ediamano.
Yes, well, presenter. See, I see, oh, dear Bayon. Say, dear, you man, why you? One tears, yes, a deep worker, Bibisa. No, could in the station to a body for one was someone. Anna, walk as a tia, me, papa said. One tears, as a prophet to Anka Bibisa. Now, Obibiano Becca said, Ghana card. Ya the J taxi, and ya the J Carbiano. Not service any panel. The new deal of form. Ababa Waka Sassamno. May catch the one you may say. And ya walk. O vice president, I wouldn't let you on a cancer. And you may papa upon one account here. O vice president, ana aka ye wo bibia wa ha enti wo ye oba na wo kasa fa nyansa ane adwene ato wo kasa wo ka e ma atem de bia ne nkwase akasa emfiri wadum masa hwe wo kasa yi wo hwa na de asem kase abrɛ wo saa ba no na wadwene wo fam a wonnim nyansa wo ne wabusuafo no wo maame ana munnim nyansa mo ye nkwaseafo me ka kyerɛ wo ne sɛ wonim nyansa a nyansa wo timu anka wo mie wano enka san kwase akasa ne da sɛ yɛse yɛfrɛ ne sɛ afia poku asɛ hwan yi sɛ fim ne di asɛ hwan no wo jimi kasa ne wo nkwase akasa no be very careful wafo afefa kyɛ no wamfa ma ha wafo afefa ne wani enso ade ne wo nkwase ade a be very careful na wamfa ma fia anya sa eja bɛfo ani so no obi a wo kasa asɛm we bia no sɛ bi ne onim nyansa
one me
odi fom pacha
o ye sure
prophet da asisia
o ye nipa
me pacha prophet
o abusua
me pacha
aya penidin ene de wo no nyina ne fa brɛ ede se me kasa ntia na busuafo kasa ntia na me papa no ono be kasa ntia me then me mani yemba aye sania me pe
Jesus
onyame to me mu
yes
so unu se ne misitie da eno me ne hyase se ba eno me no nyankopon no me ne hyase se me to me na
wa bra woni di na tamo
hebru in katari ba dia ba bia me gina me di be fa no ba bia me di be gina me di be fa no be ma kro be wa no be nya asem that's right be ma kro wa no obi di ne be ma wu na sisekim
all right and the Reverend Opambo Prophet 1 and so I hit it back to Afia Pokuya and I mean who's on why charitable with the words are OUC because one will say people like Afia Pokuya they should know better because what go school so you can actually read, you could actually read and write and know, read in between the lines. Say, Asema, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Kana, does it make sense or it doesn't make sense? Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to Ghana, so a digitalization man. Yet, Ubisan said digitalization also, you know. And which aspect of digitalization, he cannot even tell you which of the digitalizations, and on Wankasa, Hojuma. Afia Pokuya doesn't even know this. She doesn't even know this. I call school, so I am using school, no own use school, no. And sometimes stupidly no make argument because say ne how you know say Opambo a precision mama and she Afia Pokuya is in support of Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. That is the reason why I know who is her. But Afia Pokuya, you got it all wrong. Sometimes you are being in your so we are mistaken as we are being to change o body nankasa bebre se na avram be mosie kan no adwen na nyadwuma body ni bre se adwen na wama na nyadwuma no eno na amaye ma us a particular answer way enya sanka wo ba no we don't even need to be going this kind of style for you anymore. What Ghana wana Ghana ho kira ba Ghana na wadwen afri Ghana kwotena US yes uti US a untimi nsu mo te Ghana no na wo mo obi ono no or corrected the wrongs in the society no you tend to attack that kind of person. Why being wo form? You know, Ralph, and common sense is not common to all. Afia Pokuya is exhibiting lack of common sense in all her endeavor or cutting the US. No. She doesn't even understand, say, hardship in our Ghana, no, ebini ho. US wants a hardship in ebini ho. And you think, say, a card number US, a developer, you got it all wrong. And your card, a nyansa for, and a developer US, ama waka cutting ho. And he said, John Mama, baby developer Ghana, you rather not have to work for John Mama, and you're clueless, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, because Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia doesn't even know why he wants to become president.
Mumfastiano, Emami, Mumemistiano, Naminchicano.
Where ye nipa eto abamano? Where ye nipa eto abamano? And you need to go back and then re-strategize again and come to attack Ghanaians or attacking Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and then Adodan Kwakufuado, Nebuchadnezzar, a governance we say. Unima, we should be telling you Afia Pokuya because you got everything wrong and you need to learn. Card in developing mind, nyansa for in developing mind with better systems, better infrastructure. Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia catch Ghana for so the Ghana post GPS abano. Wo Afia Pokuya, wo ana mama and papa, and nipa be na onim Ghana or the Ghana post GPS and nante. You want to tell Ghanaians that digitalization is better than what? You don't even understand digitalization. Koneko sunyade. And young males are sitting in front of the camera and then speaking, makes you wiser. No, you need to learn. Abrochina wabane, take your time and learn. Don't rush. I watched one video of Afia Pokuya or worker say, cultural shock. We got one guy in the US where Afia Pokuya say, the word cultural shock, Afia Pokuya, you don't even understand. Untia say, because Obahona went up and I say, whether this is how we say cultural shock. You don't even understand it. So Afia Pokuya should learn. abetena bruchi de sunyade because bruchi ne nyansafo e na develop man no yemfa jimi ne ano digbegbegbe e na develop bruchi da bi e nyansafo na atena ba bi and who said this is why when we do this it gets to this point. What Ghana card dear problem let's solve Ghana card. It is only in Ghana and Adodanko Akufo-Addo any Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia catch the Ghana for say or more a developer Ghana yet Ghana ni be anywhere or who the kind of development of Madeba. Recently I saw this news almost say more the 5G aba yet Ghana ni be at also to data na nasa auto data of Ghana a quarter say what is the fastest fighter jet in the world? A cost speed ni be. And your 5G impo. Also, you tell Ghanaians say, "Oh, the 5G about system." Yet Ghana ni be anywhere or benefited that particular 5G. Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia mounted to his stage when he met the press, and Kojo Sheldon asked him, "Say data is more important, and as far as that data is very expensive in Ghana." No, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia claims that he doesn't even know into a kwano baby sir. How many days in the answer ba? If your pocket doesn't even know this, what about in the US and when your internet for free and supersonic internet over 5G network and I would think can kwasi asem actually Ghana for. You know, you need to learn. Amamu enye wo a wubu man na catch them say me ye bi ma wo. Except him amufo no any who says something is happening in and around their lives. And this said Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia so the digitalization bi aba enye onu na yes onam catch Ghana for dabi e wo say Ghana need team amuni who sampa digitalization no aba and it is in effect na eye adwuma bi ma me digitalization na end solve problem or any challenge in the society no enye digitalization. I've told you countless times say nipa na odi Uber buy no US onye president onye assemblyman kro US e nyansa no wo and odi developer man no Elon Musk onye assemblyman onye president. Yet Donald Trump ate me president Elon Musk. And he said Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia said he has some idea about digitalization aside software na wakofa or the bo electricity korono Ghana na o in here so be president. Omranya management for because digitalization merely fact say you know something about digitalization doesn't mean that you could become a president of a land. No, it doesn't work like that. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia na oba or say what the economy na buy no. But the same need also digitalization man or IT man. Digitalization actually said Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia catch the Ghana for say ukita digitalization be my school feeding no yet ma digitalize no pacho okay how many months in there if you we are asking you how many months in there you sit somewhere because when your camera and when your cheap microphones when him and then you speak as if say you win him answer. It doesn't work like that. Asema opam bokan no that is a fact because Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Ghana for quarter say with Ghana card no Ghana need for flighter ohia visa ema me ene ye mu bi ka chen say Ghana need ba Ghana ohia visa na wa Ghana into kita Ghana card it doesn't guarantee you anything if you boku you know in the system and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia can say Ghana need ko Ghana no kita Ghana card on je visa oh to US na Ghana ni be na ko Ghana or the visa na ko well all these kind of people they are all educated fools. Educated fools. Yes. Ruben, she is full of lies and misinformation. Exactly. That is how a few people and some people are. My imagine someone pay John Drummond in my man and this SM. And he always, you know, and summer or my bed that nipa and kwana moye. Emete bruche that say wo fear poku aba bruche kuro be so na de Ghana card and I had a card in the developer here a social security number na wo so no in the developer here madam enye card no nti uni makọ na obi nchira wo nti Ghana card it doesn't solve any problem in the society ye nti won ekwe Ghana card still na ye to ba manfo di line ekwaje voters ID card Ghana card dey challenge na solve dey problem na solve o man no. If you say you want to confuse everybody in the society, we will not allow that. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia can never be president in the country because oni adwene na yedi bu man no, oni sa adwene bi o man no. Yes, William Carp, say which of his useless applications works or in use? I don't even know. Minimum application cro. Or say taxi app. Me who I would have done yankopon.
Jimmy and people for Jimmy, me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Sometimes obi a Ghana ho ye jai Ghana ma sebe nkwasiafo bi no mo twe Ghana kwa chiri. They don't even know how to move Ghana forward and they keep on telling people some things that it doesn't actually exist in the society. Obisa NPP ni bia asembia a free SHS and digitalization. They make Ghana to become as if say free SHS and anyone can Ghana ni bia go school. I get confused about how Ghanaians. Oh, there is something wrong about Ghana. Me say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia eko jina be no more born na youth na you need to ask them serious questions no more sir. So what kind of people are we? Somebody comes in front of you say my mayor also president. Now I call musician be jina say mo nyom na sa. Now say we are koto ba mama. Do nim nyansa na say den. Ade na mon for so mon to ma bo. Enka just there be mon my microphone e miss our question. That is how you need to be doing things. And yes, it will be a fun in the bag of some musicians in the chibe you know say mo nyom na chama won to me na mo sa. You need to wise up. You need to wise up. Please. Baby, you do 2024, 2025 in the economy. We are not going back. We are moving forward. And the Ghana nini bisa won say adie na be bo ma setenam e wo man num. If I chose all to beside this kind of questions now, there be not politicians, I don't care if they are John Mama or Mahamudu Bawumia, but they will think say unim nyansa, but you need to tell them to no minim nyansa. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And the exchange rate in our so that any part of the country say you have warped logic to think say fundamentals are weak. Would there question maybe sir Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia based on that?
Open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Pacho, did I utter this kind of words? You need to ask Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia these kind of questions. Now I can't check Ghana for say the man has actually failed. Intie Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia nankasa yere. Intie ono nankasa.
Nkufo ekono na CD no 1.2. Okay. And now over 8 years no, omo movie CD no to 4.2. More than 300% increase.
Look at you.
To 4.2. More than 300% increase.
Look at you.
The dollar to CD is 5.4. If NDC were managing the economy, it drew 12 points, baby.
So what I say? Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia yere no. I said President Kufuor na dollar was $1 to Ghana, 2 Ghana cedis. John Mahama beji yeno or the free 2 echo drew 4.2. And she actually said say over 8 years. One will say I say ubia green or format. These are the kind of emma make on myself no. John Mahama at a about 8 years and yet over 8 years. And I don't know who is telling this kind of people say they should start to be saying things that it doesn't actually exist in the society. Yes, Samira Bawumia can't ask him where not in Yansenia, Wako school, where presenter, radio presenter, camera science or muscle, I acquire national television so and him. He couldn't tell Samira Bawumia say, Amamun, you're 4 years, and yet over 8 years. Emma Samira Bawumia, a casting will sorry call free. SNDC, so say, NDC in a Tiama Muma. Anka dollar no atwam 7 cedis. Ebacho ebia wanti ho yie. Mame nkwa na me san enhya ase na tie ni yie. Samira Bawumia ensema okaye. Samira Bawumia. Sese nka dollar no senka NDC na tiso anka bedu sen.
If NDC were managing the economy, it drew 12 points, baby.
What I say? Was it NDC in the time no so nanka do 12 point something, meaning say as at the time of speaking this words no na dollar no around 7 until say NDC dey any mama mu nanka NDC in the time konwa so nanka NDC abon say ye dey do 12 point something and then ni kunu na ono si ni kunu ya den aduru 17 Ghana cedis dey na Samira Bawumia kan. If you people cannot ask these kind of people these questions, say hey who now catch the Ghana for say NDC for I raise exchange dollar no over 300%. Emani could do 2:4. 2:4 over 300%. Yeah, diati. Who could not be far from 4? Who, according to us at the time of speaking, no, they could do 7. What's the better than NDC for our bond? Say NDC for the take on Yaswa and commonly drew 12 and they couldn't drew 17. I fear Pukuya, go and ask her. Say, how do you call your husband now? I was a low IQ syndrome. In a rough, that's it. As I been in your juma, Samira Bawumia can't say we know him say you couldn't be 16 kura. Kuna bon. That is what Ghanaians are asking now. Interfere pokuya vim lady, you need to ask these questions. And could be say your mama no pam bon kwasi asem. Because your mama is not the president, your mama is your opposition leader. It is a mamono nkoye na say who problem here. You need to ask the ruling government, not the opposition. Ghana and when people have problem with the society or with the economy or with governance, then they go to ask the opposition leader. They kind of money. As a Muslim and Ado say Bawumia or Muslim say they don't even understand it. Nipa na wabeja ko nwa firo binsem say nipa na bon no 8 years ni amamu say ya. Na wo say ko bi say nipa na eja amamu fi nsem no. They asem ni. As a nipa no no man who suro no. Ask Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say hey, when you were coming you say we economic waste kid. Wale Adam Smith. Unim nyansa utimi list 170 questions e de koma obi. Na ene edu so no ye bisa 5 for pa usu. Canada Japan we kan na mo fi say odi agoro.